Hey! What are you doing in my cave? Oh, I'm so sorry. No. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I scared you so badly. No. No. Shh. Hey. Human, calm down. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm so sorry. That was funny in the moment, but no, I didn't mean to scare you that bad. I just wanted to, give you a little jump, a little ha, I got you, I made you jump a little bit, just a prank kind of deal, but, I'm really sorry. No, honestly, I'm not gonna hurt you, and I promise I don't want to eat you. Aren't I a monster? Well, yeah. Yeah, on a technicality, yes, I'm a monster. But I'm not, just a monster, am I? I mean, look at me. I'm not purely a monster, am I? Evidently. More specifically, I'm a monster boy. If you want to get even more specific, I'm big enough, ugly enough, and old enough to actually be more of a monster man, but for the sake of my virility, I kind of like calling myself a monster boy. No, I honestly don't wish to harm you in any way, shape or form. Not all monsters are, well, monstrous, I guess. I mean, I don't mean to humble brag, but I like to think of myself as, a rather soft individual. In the sort of cuddly sense, the more sort of generous, kind, or at least I, try to be. I couldn't really hold my own against other monsters out there. I mean, I can easily throw my weight around. I've got the size to intimidate just about any other monster, but if I actually had to throw fists, yeah, like, I'd be catching hands a bit more than I'd be landing them. What kind of monster boy am I? Well, let's think about this for a moment, shall we? You're in a snowy mountain range. I'm incredibly big. Like, I would say I dwarf you by maybe a little under twice your size. So, I'm very big, and I'm very furry. You can see this nice white. You can see this nice white, very pristine fur, yeah? And the areas where there isn't any fur, you can see really strong and built muscles hidden under tight and very, very well maintained and soft skin. And you can see here I have these huge, great, almost tusk-like teeth. You see? But also just want to make this very apparent. If I just you see? No blood. No blood anywhere. Don't have to worry about that. You can see I am not aggressive, not hostile. Given my size, given my white fur, given my... Yes, thank you for pointing out my really ridiculously big feet. Thank you. No, you're fine. You're fine, honestly. It's not my proudest feature, but they help me to not sink into the snowdrifts, So, given all these little hints and clues, what kind of monster boy do you think I might be? I'm a Yeti boy. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you were under the impression that Yeti boys, or Yetis in general, were just a figment of fiction, yeah? Well, my dear human, I'm sorry to say it, but what you thought you know is not true. In fact, monsters of all sorts really do exist. Not just monsters, but monster girls and monster boys. So, all those things like nekomimis and doulahans and vampires, werewolves, werebears and wereotters, they're all real. Werebears and wereotters, yes, I did say that. No, you're not hallucinating. I mean, I can give you a little nip and let you know that... Okay. I won't joke about it. I wouldn't have done it anyway, but I won't joke. I can tell that this is all a bit much for you to take in. Which kind of messily brings me on to the next little bit that I need to address with you. You see, you are not the only human to have stumbled upon my cave. Far from it, in fact. I have seen many human travellers make their way into my cave. And it's very easy to see why, isn't it? It's very warm, it's sheltered from the drafts, the snow can't get in at most angles because of the way that the lip of the cave entrance on the mountain is shaped. Yeah? It's a perfect hiding spot from the elements and from all those horrible predators and other monsters out there. You're really off the beaten track here. Let me guess. Mountaineering experience, yeah? Wanted a sense of adventure to go summit a peak. And then you got separated from your group. Oh, it happens all the time. Not all of the humans who get lost are lucky enough to find my cave, but those who do, well, this is the bit that I wanted to talk to you about. The people who find this cave find me. And they get graced with the presence of a magical, mystical monster boy standing, living, breathing proof that everything they thought was fake is actually real. And this kind of leaves me with a little bit of a quandary. You see, the problem we have here is I kind of like keeping my existence a secret. So, any humans who come to my cave and end up coming face to face with me need to promise that they'll be silent about me when they leave the cave. Now, I am a Yeti boy of many, many years of experience. And I have figured out some very effective ways of ensuring complete and unquestionable cooperation between humans who find me and myself. So, I will make the proposal to you that I make to every human who finds my cave. You can stay in my cave to shelter from the elements. You will want for nothing in terms of food, water, warmth, protection, all of it. You can stay here as long as you need to, and you can be completely and utterly sure that you will be safe from anything that could try to harm you. And in exchange, I wish for your silence. So, you offer your silence about my existence when you inevitably leave my cave and return back to your human civilization, and in return, I give you protection, food, warmth, and cuddles. Yes, you heard me right. Cuddles. I did say earlier, didn't I, that I'm a very cuddly individual. I'm not the kind of creature, am I? I'm the more sort of, let me hold you, protect you, make sure you're okay kind of monster boy, yeah? Because I try to be nice to people. There's no point in being a monster, as it were. Yeah? Life's too short. Even for a long-lived creature like myself, life's too short to go round being monstrous. Which is why, whenever humans like yourself get lost and find themselves in my cave, I offer you all of this in exchange for you being silent and not ratting me out to any teams of expeditioners or any sort of, I don't know, special interest groups that would want to wrangle me, put me in a zoo, or whatever else you humans like to do to wild animals. Yeah? Why would I do this for every climber who got separated? Well, one, it's a survival tactic. You know, offering kindness and protection and most of all companionship. Yeah? Just trying to be friendly and say, hey, you're in a really rough spot, so let me offer you some help. Just a little something to get you back on your feet, and then I can send you on your way back to where you want to be. Yeah? I've actually memorized the best and easiest routes back down the mountain to where all those hiking expeditions come from. Oh yes, ever since humans started doing this, I made sure that I mapped out wherever they went, one, so I could avoid them, and two, so that when they got lost, if they found me, I could send them on, and hopefully they'll keep their bargain and not say a word about me. And, well, as you can see, it's worked so far. I haven't been caught or hunted extensively. I haven't had to move. Because I certainly wouldn't be trying to attack any humans who are trying to capture me. I'd much rather try and run away. I don't want to be in a conflict, you know? So, yeah, it's a survival thing. And also, I just don't like seeing other creatures suffering. Seeing a hiker come in here cold, hungry, scared, alone, it makes me want to help them. Because I want to be helped if I got lost, separated, couldn't find my way back to my cave or anywhere I thought was safe. But anyway, what do you say, Do we have a deal? Good. Come here. Let me help you out of those wet clothes. I know, it's very cold, but let me just put them here by the fire. That'll help to dry them out. And then if I just ever so gently lift you up, and then just nestle you into my fur here, and then just lay down next to the fire, and just hold you with one hand on your back and one down here on the back of your thigh. Is that okay? Is that a comfortable place? Yeah? Okay, good. Feel warmer already? Good. And like I say, you can stay for as long as you need. I've had hikers stay for all sorts of time periods. Some just spent the night and went on their way. Some spent a week. I had this one girl who stayed with me for an entire 3 months. She just didn't want to leave. Oh, she was a sweetie. Really beautiful too. I think she'd have very, very fervent competition with you, but she was beautiful as well. In fact, we did a little bit more than just cuddled. We used to braid each other's hair, we used to go hunting together, foraging together. She really picked up quite quickly a lot of bushcraft. Even taught me a few things. She was quite creative with some of the bushcraft I taught her. Let's just say that some of the traps I used to build, the way she changed them ever so slightly, but they still came out so much more efficient. I look back and I think, why didn't I think of that? That was ingenious. But then, when the spring started to come in, she decided she wanted to go back home. It's fine, that's understandable. Humans are social creatures, and while she and I were very social, you can't really only have one other creature in your life for the rest of your life, can you? You go mad if it's just the one other creature you're interacting with. Oh, word to the wise, when you do eventually want to go back home, try and leave it as long as you possibly can, but don't make it so much that people think that you're just dead. If you find that sweet spot of how long it takes you to go back home, when they find you again, when you reappear, you'll be seen as a hero. Oh yeah, you can literally become a little celebrity. You could make up these incredible stories of how you survived in the wilderness, and you don't even need to lie. I'll teach you some of the skills that you can then say, oh, this is how I caught food, this is how I managed to make clothes out of pine needles or whatever it was you were doing, yeah? You can sell books, you could have little documentaries made out of you. You could be a star. It may not be very long-lived, but it will be something. You know, it's just a little something to sort of give you a bit of boost. Both in a bit of self-esteem, and also you might get a little bit of, well, not that I really understand it, but I understand that humans use something called currency, or money, I think another word of it was. Apparently you can earn a lot of money with these kinds of stories, so I don't know. Well, that's all up to you really, isn't it? When you want to go home, it can be completely of your own free will. But for the time being, I'll be here to keep you warm, to keep you fed, to keep you safe. Okay? Because I absolutely love helping lost hikers. And I love every single one that passes through. You're starting to feel a bit tired. It's okay. You can sleep if you need to. Hey, would you mind if I gave you a good night kiss? Okay. Night night. Sweet dreams, dear human.